Hey, it's me again, Flango, and well, let's look into our forums and see if there's any Deck Doctor requests. Did I do this one? No, I didn't, but I can't because I don't have all the cards. So, okay, we're gonna do. I don't see anything else. Oh, somebody made a new forum. I'll answer him off of this video. Okay, so for now, let's do another card review. What card do I have some opinions on that other people might not? Okay, let's talk about explosions. Okay, all these cards. I don't use any of them. Some people do, and some people like them. I don't. So let me tell you a little bit more about that. So, okay, Meteor costs 69. It's expensive for 27 attack. You know what else I can do? I can just play Death from Beyond. Death from Beyond doesn't hurt my creatures. It has similar attack. It lasts longer, controls the board, etc. Now, there's arguments to be made that you want to kill all the little guys too. Raiden does a pretty good job of that, actually. I run him in my control deck. It's like a meteor that costs way less. You can summon him, kill a whole bunch of things, use your own cards if you want, like, because meteor is going to kill all of your own cards. With Raiden, you can kind of choose which of your own cards die in order to make a pathway to other cards. Admittedly, Raiden doesn't kill things with high health, but, you know, with bonus damage on Wasteland, he does quite a good job of whatever you need him to do. Okay, what else? There's other cards that, like, I don't know, Meteor does 27, which is a lot, but okay, let's look at HP. What has 27 health? Okay, so Meteor kills Inferno. I don't see fire decks at all, let alone Inferno. Okay, it does kill Flame Goddess Idol. Uh, I swear they raised the HP on Hive. Maybe I'll look back into it. Anyways, it kills Hive, and Vamp Lord, and Dune Strider, and Arcane Sentry, and Nebulous. Like, okay, which one of these do you actually see? Maybe Flame Goddess Idol Inferno. Like, maybe Meteor is just like a fire counter. But it doesn't kill even Obelisk, or Crabulous, or Stardust Regent, or Space Warrior, or Crypt King. Like, it doesn't kill most of these cards. Zera, Bog Dweller, Dream Drake, all cards you see. Even Fisher, Aqua Hydra, Taurus Dragon, Desire's Guardian, Shenlong. Like, so many of these cards that you actually see in your games. It doesn't even it doesn't even kill the Scorpions. Now, okay, so what used cards does it kill? Kills Space Tempest, Nebulous, Raiden, Flame Goddess Idol, I guess. It doesn't even kill Forever Phoenix, by the way. It kills Great Monarch. Okay, wait. Raiden kills that too. So, the only cards that it kills that Raiden doesn't kill are Space Tempest, Cerberus, sure, Griffin. Yeah, you see Griffin. You don't really see that. Nebulous, yeah, sure. And Flame Goddess Idol. And Inferno. So, yeah. It kills, like, most of these cards I wouldn't say are that common. Like, Fire's not that common. So maybe it kills Griffin, kills Nebulous, and it also kills all your guys. So, I don't know. I just feel like I'd rather have Raiden in any Wasteland deck 100%. Even in a lot of other decks, like, he's still a good card. I can't think of any other card. Like, I guess even like, okay, he kills Raiden and Shark Warrior and Great Monarch, even then, I still think Geomancer's not a bad choice. Or even Psycho Fiend, anything with Omni Slash, right? Even Nebulous. Well, Nebulous only does 9. But, like, having a card that can attack and survive, and that doesn't attack everything on the board, and that doesn't hit your king, it's pretty good. Now, if you're looking to kill a king, Meteor is the highest attack. But again, I just feel like Death from Beyond is just as good. Like, Meteor is good almost only when you have a barrier. Because after you play Meteor, and this is my complaint with all of these cards actually. Sorry, I'm very tired today. Okay, all of these cards, they hit your king 100% of the time because they're all on play now. So yeah, you play Meteor, everything is taken 27 damage. If that's not lethal to your opponent, which, you know, Death from Beyond is like there's very few times where 2 damage is the difference. And Death from Beyond costs, I'd say, significantly less. 51 to 69, that's like actually almost 20 mana. It's like 18 mana. So, oh, forgot my pee. So I feel like in so many situations, if Meteor isn't lethal, you now have no board, your opponent now has no board, you both are on low health. Your opponent comes up and finishes you. It works if you have barrier on your king, I guess. But like, I don't know. I just feel like if it's not lethal, you're not putting yourself in a situation that is super great. Because you're clearing most of your board. Now, if all of your cards have barrier, like you're a mage deck and you're playing like Mage Meteor, that makes sense. I just think it's a niche card. And I don't think it's like super great. Okay, Slaughter. It's kind of like same complaints as Meteor. It kills a lot of cards that it just doesn't, like, you don't need to kill. Like your own cards that are 0 mana. And this might be the way that I build my decks. I always make sure I have these like 0 mana value cards. And I guess in a world where like you can build a control deck without minions, then that like Slaughter could work. But just again, like I feel like it doesn't do enough to really make it better than like Geomancer, which costs less, does more damage, and you can target the damage and not hit your king. So yeah. That's gonna be my main complaint about Explosion 2. Explosion, it does 5 more damage than Geomancer. Let's look at HP. Okay, so things that Explosion kills that Geomancer doesn't. Space Tempest, Cerberus, Griffin, Forever Phoenix, which doesn't die anyways. So actually Space Tempest, Cerberus, Griffin, Raiden, Shark Warrior, Dragon Slayer, Great Monarch, Luster Vampire, Crystal Sage. Nope, sorry, not Crystal Sage. Dragon Servant, Cephalopod. Oh no, Cephalopod dies. Yeah. Now, the other thing is that on Crystal, none of these die to Explosion. So, I don't know. It's 20 damage to face instead of 15. That could be a big deal. But you're always hitting your own king. And then you're putting yourself, like, again, my problem is that you're hitting your king and you're not able to play another card. So now, like, if you aren't winning, then you're losing. Like, if you're not winning the game with that explosion, you're probably putting yourself in a bad spot, unless you have a barrier, like your Crystal Sage. And even Crystal Sage can just run Geomancer and tank the hit when it wants to. For, I mean, half the mana. Actually, no, I might be wrong about that one. No, yeah, same mana, but I don't know. It controls the board. So if you're against like if you're using explosion to clear a whole bunch of units or even 2 units, then you're probably in a situation where there's gonna be more units coming, right? Like you're against like manaless aggro and it happens to be running reincarnate type things, or you're against Crypt King and it's running reincarnate type things. You're playing against Shade, you're playing against that Wasteland Skeleton Warrior. You're playing against, I don't know, a deck that has Swarm in it. Whatever, right? Every time you're using Explosion to clear enemy minions, you are likely to face more enemy minions within a couple turns. And so, if you're not playing your expensive creatures and controlling the board after Explosion, you're only slowing down your death. So, therefore, Explosion has to be used aggressively to finish opponents off. And then there's an argument to be made that 20 damage is better than 15 damage for finishing opponents off, but I just feel like Geomancer has this thing where it gets rid of terrain. And so they can't hide on Crystal, because on Crystal Explosion does 15, just like Geomancer. And then they can't hide on Oasis or whatever, right? They also can't, like, they have to keep running. After you place a Geomancer, they have to either attack it, but then you can just protect it, and then, or you can just leave it alone. But they have to either attack it or run away. And so you can stop them from attacking it by protecting it. And then they have to run away, and now you're controlling more of the board, and you're controlling where they run, and it's great. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say that almost all the time, I would just rather have Geomancer because it's flexible. You can use it to defend yourself against aggro decks and shade decks and whatever, swarmy decks. But then you can also use it to aggress, and I think it actually is better at both roles. Unless, again, you need 5 damage. But if you need 5 damage, you're probably running like if you're an aggro deck and you need 5 damage, there's a very, very little chance that you don't have like a jump card that can just like you can just retreat, come back in with a jump card later, and boom boom. Or whatever, you can just chase and hit them with a jump card. Or not a jump card, but a side jump card. Same idea. Anyways, yeah, that's my take on Explosion. I just really prefer having, and I know that there are people who very much believe in these Explodey cards, but again, I'm telling you why I don't use them. Okay, Shockwave. It got a change recently, and I don't mind the change, to be honest. Everything within distance too. That said, it feels a little bit like a slaughter at half the damage. Because, like, if you could leave it and it was distance 2, then, like, you have to walk away farther, blah, blah, blah. But right now, it's 6 attack. So, okay, let's look at health. I feel like I'm in spell territory. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so this card kills Crystal Avatar, Soul Collector. Okay, that's real. Mass Serpent is real. Devil's Shadow is real. Pyro is okay. It does kill Lost One without you losing anything, but like I think Lost One really needs some updates. It does kill all the Shades and the Giant Hornets. Not that you see a lot of Giant Hornets or even Shades really. That's it. That's all it kills. So I don't know. I don't see myself running this card. Like you're not. Again, I would legitimately rather have Geomancer. But if I'm not having Geomancer, Nebulous. Nebulous controls the board, and the thing is, the 2 range, I don't know how to explain this without like showing you a board, but I've been in so many situations where like I could use a 2 range card, I guess, to kill something. So here's my king. Here's the enemy cards. Like, oh, there's one here, one here, one here, maybe, right? Or actually, one here, one here, one here. So if I played a 2 range boom boom right here, sure, it kills all the shades. But if I just play a guy here and then run over here, boom boom, shade's dead. Or these shades are dead. And this one, like, I don't even care. This is almost better to be alive. Because I can just move around a little bit and it can't hit me. And he can't resurrect it and put it in a better spot, right? So I hope that actually like I hope you guys were able to see understand my example here, but I just yeah, I 100% feel like I would never play that card in its current situation. Do I have any more closing remarks? I don't know. I think I liked these cards a lot better when you could play them and run away. I don't know how I would fix them. Again, I'm pretty sure there are active people in the community who swear by these cards, especially Explosion, I think. But that's why I don't use them. There are definitely going to be people out there who do. And I'm not necessarily saying they're wrong. Some of them will perform well, whatever. I just feel like for me and the way that I build build my decks, they're not very good. And if you do run them, I think you should at least take a look at your decks and see if they would benefit from running Geomancer instead, or even Nebulous, something, Raiden, something different. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it made you think, and see you next time.